Alright guys, how's it going? A very warm welcome to Berry Rye. Is everyone okay? Yeah! And welcome to the second annual Global Scouse Cocktail Competition about making a quintessential Scouse drink. So the judges today is local crooner and Africa expert Alan Cross, the Louis Walsh of the group, bar entrepreneur Danny Murphy, and pasta hair Laura's little big fusilli hair.
We've got St Paddy's Day, we've got Burns night, and he wanted a day for Liverpool, so Global Scouse Day was born through that really. One of the big things is eat Scouse, so we're encouraging people to make a pan of Scouse and celebrate with family and friends. We've also got over 100 restaurants who are putting it on the menu for the day, especially. So a lot of it is to do with Scouse, but it's just general have a good day, have a fun day, and just celebrate and celebrate the city. It's
really about the drinks representing what the city's all about. So, rather than your normal cocktail competition, which kind of sticks to us alongside the spirit and runs with that spirit, this will be really, really versatile with lots of different ideas.
So first up, please give a big round of applause for Tom from McGuffey's.
Thank you very much, guys. Hello. I'm not a Scouser, but almost. I was born. Oh, sorry. I was born in Maghull, raised in Southport. Just recently back from New Zealand. I spent 6 years there, brewing, distilling, working in bars, cocktail bars, wines, all that kind of stuff. So my cocktail is a little bit nostalgic, it's a little bit touchy-feely for me. My experience with Liverpool is mostly through my dad. He used to take me to Liverpool every weekend on trips. So Liverpool is a really special place to me, in a way. So my cocktail is about the history of Liverpool. So first of all, I'm using Jameson's for the Irish influence. I'm using Cocchi Americano, which is a sweet vermouth. Really nice, sweet, oaky taste to that. This is Fee Brothers Orange Bitters, which I'm going to add to the mixing glass as well. 3 or 4 dashes into the glass to rinse. Now this is the secret ingredient. This is what I was talking about for nostalgia. So my dad used to take me to the museum in St John's Gardens every weekend. We used to go hunting for dandelions and nettles, and we used to go home after a good night's worth of hunting for these and air them out in his airing cupboard in the flat, and we used to make dandelion tea from it. So I've taken about 7 hours to make my own dandelion tea tincture. This for me is pure nostalgia taste. Also going to add orange into the mixing glass, give it a little bit of a citric twist. So now I'm just double straining it into a poupette. And for my second local ingredient, I'm using daffodils, mainly because it fits really nicely in the glass, and you get a really nice smell when you take the drink, and also because one of the most famous ferries across the Mersey was called the MV Daffodil, 1969, and basically that's where it is. Enjoy.
Next up, give a big round of applause for Chris from Tribeca.
Alright guys, I'm having a good day?
Yeah.
Yeah, right, okay. So we're here today to celebrate Scouseness. Quintessential, just Scouseness. So to do that, I'm going to take you back to the 60s. Back in the 60s, there was a big artistic surge running through the city. Now everyone thinks the Beatles, all that kind of thing, music, but at the start of it all, there's a thing called Mersey Beat, and it's 3 poets, Adrian Henry, Brian Patton, and Roger McGowan. Now these 3 guys, the Beatles, I'm not saying they wouldn't have been around, but they found it a lot harder to really push and get worldwide without these 3 guys starting everything. Now, all that aside, I'm going to focus on one of them, being Adrian Henry. The reason being that is that I found out that his favourite bevy was Bloody Mary. and that's what my twist is going to be on today. So to start that, I'm going to get 3 cherry tomatoes. These cherry tomatoes were purchased from U-Tree Farm down in Halewood. Now these guys don't always buy the produce, they don't grow it, sorry, but they buy it as locally as possible to make sure that everything is as independent as possible for the lower food costs. So next, I'm going to add some tomato juice. And there's going to be 25 mils of that. Next, we're going to use some beetroot juice. Now, as you probably noticed, maybe you can smell it. Got some food on the go here. Now, when I was coming up with the idea, I wanted a drink that would complement some Scouse, just in general. So I thought, beetroot. A lot of people have beetroot with the Scouse, so a drink that would go well with that. So we've got 25 mils of beetroot juice. Next, 15 mils of lemon to balance it out. Beetroot juice is pretty sweet, so we need to just sourness of this should a lot better. Just to give it a bit of body, bit of thickness. I'm going to add a spoonful of tomato puree, not Scouse at all, bought it from Tesco.
It's quite Scouse.
Right, here's the next thing. Some of you who know me will probably love this, will laugh at it more so than anything. But used absolute pepper. Reason being that it was actually the first vodka that was produced by Absolute that was flavoured, and it was intended for a Bloody Mary. So we used that, so put it into a cream whipper, put in 10 cloves, 10 cardamom pods, some allspice, some beetroot and a lamb stock cube. Charged it up and came out with this lovely stuff here. It's quite peculiar, it's a bit strange, I'll be honest with you. But there's 3 dashes of that in there. So next, some Tabasco. It's 3 dashes of that. Obviously it's preference, but I like something with just a tiny bit of a kick. And as almost most Bloody Marys, just a dash of the sauce as well. Now Jameson's choice of mine again, like I said before, it's a very Irish based on connection to Liverpool. To finish it all off, we've got some pepper, just a pinch. That. Tiny bit of rock salt. Now this Scouse is homemade. Knocked it up a couple of days ago. So there's your drink. A little bit of beetroot. Potato twist. And a carrot stick. Ladies and gents, the Mersey Beats.
Next up, please go wild for Joe Wild from Jenny's. Your 7 minutes starts now.
Brilliant. Well, yeah, so my name's Joe. I'm working at Jenny's bar. If you don't hear me, Mum, can you hear me? Yes, I can hear you. That's the focus. That's alright.
Joe Wild's Club, everybody. Joe Wild's Club.
What I'm going to talk about is more about me. Me bartending and Liverpool's always gone hand in hand. Like, I first started bartending on caravan sites in North Wales, in Rill, and everyone knows that's where Norris Green goes in the summer. It just goes there. And that's when I started interacting more, and actually that's when I first came across Scouse. These guys would come to my bar and just get out on the bar top and just eat it right in front of me. You have to put it away, we still got food here, like our food. But not only that as well, as later on I got a bit more into it, my mum would make it in the house. So what I'm going to do now is I want to take this Scouse and almost make it into a cocktail, but not like a gimmick cocktail that you can just throw together for one event, like an actual cocktail that you'd have along with your Scouse. There's no like gimmick or frills about it. It's genuine thing that anyone can stop if anyone at their bar. Alright, so I'm going to start now. I'm going to use Beefeater gin today, and what I've done is I've lamb fat washed my Beefeater gin using lamb fat from the Fat Budgie. They boil all their bones all down to using their Scouse, then I've left over the fat for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 45 mils of the lamb fat. I'm going to make 2 drinks today. And then, just to carry on with the whole Scouse vibe, I'm going to add in a little bit of Pedro Jimenez. Now what this is going to do, this sherry into this cocktail, is going to add this great warmth and the spices that I get when I eat my Scouse. So I'm going to add in 30 mils of that. 45 mils. And then, just to add it off, I'm going to add some chartreuse. Now, the reason I'm chartreuse is it's great, all this vegetable notes you're really going to get from it. And again, like I said again, this cocktail I'm thinking of is to have alongside your Scouse. So it's more like an aperitif style cocktail, but as Scouse. I'm going to add in just 20 mils. And then 1 dash of mint bitters. Now, the reason I have mint bitters is whenever I serve Scouse at home, my mum would always put a little sprig of mint bitters right at the top. I want to bring it round about how I was served Scouse by my mum. So I want to make 2 now because I'm going to serve my version of Scouse back to my mum. So we keep all going together. There's 1 dash of mint bitters. Then as I said, this lamb fat gin. So I think it's ready to serve now. Yeah. So I came up with this drink yesterday and I was thinking for a garnish about what can actually do, and I was like, well, I want to do something pretty cool. And I know we've got the city's 2nd favourite radio host with us today. So what I tried to do was what I tried and succeeded to do was get the city's 1st favourite. So my garnish, and put your hands together, is Mr. Pete Price. No, it's not going really. But my actual garnish is a screenshot of me direct messaging Pete Price asking him to come today, and him saying he doesn't understand what I'm on about.
Hi Pete, how are you? Bit of an odd question, but later on today I'm in a cocktail con.
So I messaged this about 3 o'clock this afternoon to Pete as well, by the way.
Where we have to make Liverpool as a cocktail, and I was wondering if you would be my garnish. Very odd, but I know it's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you, Joe.
And what was Pete's response?
I don't understand.
How much clearer can you get than that? And this is my cocktail. I'm being cheeky with that really weird twist at the end. I'm going to call this drink The Price Wasn't Right.
Cool, next up, all the way from the Jacaranda, is young Callum. Whose 7 minutes starts now.
Hey guys, it's Johnny, just introduced from the Jacaranda. Came back from Portugal, thought I'd move into a music venue. I like it, happy days. So I'm going to try and reflect the maze of each scene, like quite a dark basement scene. I spent a lot of the night in the Jacaranda there till about 7 AM in the morning, which is nice, so I know the place quite well. As I say, dark, dingy scenes, say basement, that's where the maze of each starts. You've got places like the Cabin Club, Jacaranda, to say being responsible. Not actually that many venues at the time, so you have up to 300 bands at the time who were playing. Not too many places to play. So I'm going to start off with some Havana rum. Obviously rum's infamous with the docks, there's still barrels apparently hiding away there. They could be up to 50 years old and whatnot. Really rare stuff. So I'm going to make 2 for you today. So I'm going to start with 50 mils of Havana rum for each drink. I know probably what you're thinking now is these guys are rock and roll, they're in a pub, they're in a venue. It's like selling sand to a freaking Eskimo, do you know what I mean? It's just like you're not going to be able to sell them a cocktail. So in the meantime, while you're waiting, there's a couple of Mad Hatter beers for you there. Hair of the Darkness, 7.4, really dark ale, really hoppy, really heavy. So probably my first, Scouse ingredients, really go from there. Some poetry, coffee, as I say. So we got the idea of these musicians who would come down, they say they get drunk at the night, till in the morning, they need to pick me up, and I can imagine the poetry coffee is exactly the place they go to. Really chilled out, really bohemian vibe. So as I say, poetry coffee, I've got a Brazilian coffee here, filter pressed. So I'm going to go for 15 mils at each one. And as I say, relating to the docks and the music industry, the docks have, as I say, they go everything to the city, so I've got loads of herbs, loads of spices that'll be abundant in the city. If it wasn't for the docks, so I've made my own vanilla syrup here. So I'm going to go for 25 ml each drink. So this is kind of sweeten up. So you can't all taste the beer now, but that beer pretty damn on, pretty damn bitter. Could add some treacle syrup or treacle water. As I say, everyone knows how messy I am, so I have to kind of make this into a reasonable liquid form. All my ingredients go in there, so really simple. I want to reflect dark, dingy vibes. So rum. So, as I say, you don't want any nasty bits in your beer, so I'm going to fine strain this. As I say, these guys, rock and roll, you really want to drink cocktails. If anything, they'd rather be seen with 2 drinks rather than 1 cocktail. And they wanted to get drunk, they're going to get drunk quick. So, I'll pour this in here. Just feel free to top that up with the beer I provided before. Should hopefully complement it quite well. Representing the music scene and what made Liverpool great. Basically the music scene made us the centre of attention for the whole music industry. Any band you look to now, you can look at Liverpool and they were responsible for that 4-piece band. So you've got the drummer, the bassist, the vocalist and the guitarist. That all pretty much started in this town. But as I say, the Scouse music scene, short-lived, but it left a long, long-lasting impression. Kind of like the drink, dark, dingy, sweet. It is the Scouse invasion, as I say. The US, we were responsible for the US invasion, so let's make people realise what it's all about.
Cheers, Callum.
Yes, lad!
Next up is Ben. This is Ben's first ever competition. He's never even been to one. So no pressure. He is 16-1 to win if you want to stick a few quid on. Alright, so please round of applause from Ben from Maya.
Today I'm going to bring a drink for you. I noticed a lot of drinks are more closer to home and about what people like. I'm basing my drink on what I think of the city as a whole, which is 2008 we won the Capital Culture. We've got a lot of different ethnicities in our city. I'm going to base mine on the Asian community. I'm going to make a share drink for you guys today. Starting off, I'm going to put a few mint leaves in there. As well as that, I'm going to put some grapes in. Strawberries as well. First comes on a little like a little shaky, but you know what I get. 20ml plum wine as well, Chinese plum wine. Funny fact about this is it's not actually made with plums. It's made from the Prunus meme plant. Anyway, yeah, I've chose this. It helps the drink as well as on the plate. But yeah. As well, I'm going for some strawberry puree, which I made myself. Strawberries I got from a stall in town. I tried to get everything as locally as I can. Got jasmine tea from Hondo, Chinese jasmine tea. Use that with sugar to make the jasmine gum. 35ml of that. I'm going to go for 50ml of grape juice. Where I put the grapes in earlier. Same grape juice. Again bought locally. I'm going to go for Beefeater 24 gin. It's got Beefeater 24 is made with green tea and grapefruit. Got my drink ready here. Garnish on these is edible flowers, zested with grapefruit to complement the gin. Right there, but yeah, there's my drink. The Karate Kid.
The Karate Kid!
Okay, next up is Sam from Berry Rye.
Sam, as everyone said, I'm from Berry Rye. Everyone today's focus really kind of on art history, but for me, being a part of this kind of, say, new wave of drinks, new ways of, say, restaurant, bar industry, I want to focus on kind of where we're going to go. These sort of new wave of making things, new styles, they're all kind of, they do have our pasts. I mean, Liverpool has and will always kind of have, we're innovative. We've done the first for lots of things. We've done the first for like a blind school, the first for women's schools, the first to give milk to kids. It's like little things. We do the first for everything, and we've got the greatest people come from our cities, come from whether they're local or not. That's the most important thing for me. It's not about whether you're Scouse, it's a melting pot. So you've got people like William Gladstone who came in, greatest Labour Prime Minister ever, and for that he wasn't a Scouser. He happened to be an MP here, but he helped our city and our country no end, and that comes through in everything really. So being Scouse isn't necessarily being a Scouser. You can sound Scouse, you can be Scouse, you can act Scouse, but most people who act Scouse be Scouse. The walls, you don't really count. You know what I mean? Sorry, Laura. Yeah.
And the judge.
And the judge gets berated. I'm going to go for the sherry cobbler. Basically, it's a slight twist. I mean, the sherry cobbler, the drink's been around for hundreds of years, but in Liverpool, it was like Broccolemo, strawberry daiquiri, and you don't get that. This is a new way of drinking. Even though the drinks are old, the ways of making drinks are old, the style is completely new for here, and that's because people outside the city, or people who come into the city, have influenced us in this way, and we've adapted to it, and that's the most important thing. Today I've used figs, namely. No reason for like particularly figs, I just like the taste, I suppose. So we've gone for Glenlivet 12. So Glenlivet was the first people to do kind of Highland whiskies as well, so like it's the Glenlivet because it's the only one that can be called it. But aside from that, it's got lovely apricot tones, which go really well with fig. After that, I've used a medium dried sherry. Again, this has kind of got dried fruits, almonds, it's kind of mellow, lovely long finish, it's easy going. Again, this in part of the figs, the apricots, it's all going to marry really well. Next, I've got my local ingredients. Obviously, it said 2 ingredients. This doesn't look like 2 things. It was initially. First, I used L9 honey. L9 honey, well, it's from bees, and it's after that, I thought, what can I use as an ingredient which isn't necessarily something that everyone's going to use, like a craft beer or Liverpool gin, or sort of, they're all good products, and I love to support local industries, but it's not about just our booze industry. There's a lot more in this city which kind of has to come together. So I thought, smoke, but where can I get smoke that's locally sourced? And I thought, I'll get peat, and ran around the city thinking, I'll get some peat. I really kind of need something kind of a bit stressed, a bit pushed, and I thought, I need something which is smoked, which is kind of like, and he went, oh, okay, and I found it. Then the smoke comes from wood, the wood's from locally felled trees, old trees, dying trees, and it's kind of like, it's our history for me. I want our history. For me, it's in the past. I don't really want to look in the past. We've done some great things, I'm fully aware of it, but the way we've moved currently in the present and where we're going to be in about 5-10 years time is kind of it for me.
Express sports.
And it is, that's it for me. I want to know where we're going to be in 10 years time, 5 years time, and it's exciting. There's loads of new places open up, and they're all going to try some new flavours and new ideas, and this brings me back to my drink. They're all new flavours and new ideas. Hopefully they marry. I mean, I don't know. But again, it sort of looks a bit like our bucket of vomit, but it's cold. I'll show you. It should taste very, very nice. Let's get figgy with it because I've used figs. Again, it's nice and simple. It's a cobbler. Cobblers are supposed to be a drink which were enjoyed by men, by women, by everyone. That's the idea of them. But that's the past. I don't want to think about the past anymore. This is what I hope Liverpool will move toward. New ideas, new innovation, and so we can push towards what's going to be a really good, hopefully 5-10 years for our industry. That's what I'm really looking forward to. And this Hopefully it tastes nice, is my homage to it. If not, it's Alan's bucket. It's my bucket.
Good, Sam. Welcome, Snakes from Mojo.
Hi guys. As you said, thank you for putting this on. Danny, thank you for hosting. Alan, thank you for just being absolutely fucking fabulous. In case anyone doesn't know, Mojo's a fucking dive. It's horrible, but it's dead good. We all love it. I tried to smarten up and wear a shirt with a little collar and some cuffs. Laurie turned up wearing the same thing, so basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to get rid of that. And because every Scouser loves a tight t-shirt, I've got my small ladies on.
This Scouser certainly
surprise, go ahead. Small ladies, hello. So today, what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a grafter's punch. Because one, I work in Mojo. Two, I started working most of the time. My first real sort of cocktail bar job was on the docks, and you get loads of parties loving all shit like this. So basically, what I'm going to do for you today is I'm going to bring on my own little grafter bird. That's our Beth here. Beth's our waitress in Mojo. I'm going to make you guys a single serve of the drink, and then Beth is going to make all of you lot a massive punch of it. So, what we're going to do, we're going to have 40 ml of absolute vanilla, because every Scouser loves a vodka. Don't be daft. Sweet as possible. And then we're going to have 15 ml of Aperol.
If anyone wants to know where it went downhill.
Always. Saturday night, 3:30. It's always my fault. 15 ml of Aperol, because Scousers love a bevy in the sun. Strawberry, because our favourite export, the Beatles, Strawberry Fields. Hello. Go on then. 15 ml of that. Bar spoon of strawberry and champagne jam, because, as I say, grafter's punch, every Scouser thinks there's something. So it's only pretend champagne, because it's in the jam. You know what I mean? So, we've got our strawberry and champagne jam. So I'm going to shake our single serve. And the single serve is 25. So, our jam, Agnew and Roberts, local jam. There you go, we'll do that, go on. Oh. So, we've got one glass here. So, a bit of ice there, so put all that in there, and then I'm going to top that off with a little bit of Prosecco. As I say, it's not real champagne, is it? But Scousers love fizz. And basically, as I say, Mojo, what you doing, Mojo? You have fucking shots of Jaeger, don't you? So, Jaeger. And what do Scousers like? Grey Goose. So we've got Jaeger in Grey Goose bottles. Little miniatures there. So that's, you can have that. That's, drink that, don't drink that, that's shite. That's for use. As I say, Scousers, we're dead honest, aren't we? So as I say, grafters punch. My time on the docks, loads of parties, loads of grafters. Get out of the docks on a Saturday night, get the revolution, throw the circle, everyone's eyes, out bread. Say good night. It's a bit scary. But it's fun. Laurie?
Thanks, man.
Thank you, Beth.
Coming up next, again, another one for her first competition and the first female getting involved tonight. Yeah! Your attention please for Zara from Circle.
Apparently where all the Scouts go on a Saturday night. But I'm trying to do an experiment today. Because I'm half a Scouse and half English. I'm trying to mix what was in my childhood the most important, my family, And my grandmother used to make the lemon meringue pie. So it's something that is related, it's really strong in my heart. So what I'm using is the egg white. I will put 12.5 of vanilla syrup and some gum. Because I know Scouse like alcoholic things. I will put 37.5 of beefeater gin. Because somebody told me that when you drink, you don't have to feel the alcohol inside the drink. Then I will put 12.5 of vanilla. And gum. Some lemon juice, just to make it a bit sweet and sour. Sorry guys, I'm a bit nervous. I'm trying to do the drinking late, so you got the same feeling you have in the cake. So you got the egg white on the top and the sweet and sour on the bottom. I'm trying. It's a bit hard.
Do you want to pass that round?
Oh yeah, guys, can you please?
Let's get involved.
That's interfering.
Oh, you did?
That's interfering. Put it down.
protein shake.
I will use some lemon just to give the same impression that you got when you take out the pie outside from the oven. And just a lemon. And that's it.
Yay! Zara. This is Lindsay and Michelle from Rare Academy Dance Studios.
Right before we start, we're absolutely fucking shitting ourselves.
Have a bit of beer, calm yourself down there, girl.
10 out of 10 on the
Half
Scouse factor.
Scouse, half Wolf, because Michelle's from Kent and now she lives in Liverpool, she's my business. Bartenders, I'm a dancer, she does spreadsheets, that's the end of it, let's go.
Right, as pure novices, we have no stories about Pete's or fats or anything like that. We literally looked in my cupboard and thought, what do we like to drink? And Zara is like one of my favourite drinks, so I've got a bit of an obsession with it. And I will drink a bottle about a week. And it's obviously a real Scouse girls drink. And we've picked Puster's Rum, which is a naval drink, British Navy drink, and obviously we're Port City. It's the main drink for the Navy and it's obviously linked to everything.
And so we've got a little bit of a backstory because so rude. As a child growing up, as a dancer, I was like 2 stone, and everyone used to see me used to go, you need to put pan of Scouse down you. I'd be like, oh my god, just like pans of Scouse rammed down the throats. And now, because we run a school with kids who there's only very well to you would always telling them, you need a good pan of Scouse down your neck. So we decided to do our own little sweet take on Scouse.
Yeah. So it's called Sweet Scouse. And it's basically, it looks vile, but hopefully it tastes really nice. And
but we don't know because we were that smashed when we were practicing.
Yeah, that's nice.
And you say you've never worked on a bar.
We were in the kitchen, we just frequent the bars.
Yeah. So we just went in the cupboard and thought, look, what looks like Scouse.
Yeah.
Just kept trying different colours, which by the end, the one that we got to, which we got to now with the Puster's Rum and the Zara, it looks great. what it tastes like, we're not sure. It was the very last one.
And we were hammered.
And we were smashed.
Like,
so
yeah, that's
it might be nice, it might be bad. So
100 to 1 winners these days.
so my gorgeous assistant is going to pour.
I've never poured, so this could go horribly wrong.
So we're going for 50 mils
Lottie,
of
if I can't do this,
rum.
that's watching
Always
you.
the top,
or
that's
like,
it. There we go. It's nearly
All
full,
the top,
nearly
all
full,
the way.
not quite full enough. There you go, that's full.
In that one. Oh, and you're still, it's a bit fuming. Do we need more?
Get it in, you sure you're going to hit me on the bar?
25 of that one.
to the top.
To the top, yeah.
Hold on, Lonnie.
We've gone for
This is from Matas.
from
250 to 1.
Right, 50, another 50, yeah.
Dry. We're going to do a dry shake, which sounds painful to me. With an egg white.
And now Lottie's going to shake it because he's our beautiful assistant.
That's not allowed.
Oh,
You have to shake it. Is it?
Johnny!
By the way, you've got,
Just shimmy.
you've got 10 seconds left.
Shake this one. Got it. That's it.
Shake it. Yeah.
Bit of Pernod.
Straight.
Oh, it doesn't even look like it.
Oh, it hasn't even frothed up.
Oh no, it's going, it's going, it's going.
Oh my God, it's going.
Right,
We have a winner.
And then there's our pepper.
That's the pepper, dark chocolate from Matas.
And then the sugar around the edge for the salt.
And it's served on a tea towel because it's a
Oh.
little low.
This guy's done 29 competitions and he's won 28 of them. But representing Red Bull, please give a round of applause for Pedro. That's
A lot of the things with drinks will come up, a lot of fun comedy elements that have been brought tonight. My one, unfortunately, is dead horrible and serious, but it's got quite a nice little sort of golden line to it. And the drink is based on a 1929 fruit fight in Wapping Dock. It was built by Jess Hartley, and it was converted. It was where our actual fruit came into the city. It was on 1929, 5th of April, where there was a morning where like you just used to turn up and they used to tell you if you were working or not. And it's all sorts of my drink all ties to Docklands. Chivas Brothers, anyone know about Chivas in Liverpool? No, Chivas in Liverpool. So at one point in time, back in the day when Chivas was owned by Seagram's production plant was housed in Liverpool. So the English bonding and the marketing was actually run by, it was brought in by a guy called Ed Stromaroff, who was American, who worked with Seagram's, then brought it to Liverpool, so he put work into Liverpool pockets. So we're going to use some Chivas. What I really like with this is using like a sort of mixture, actually using like a white spirit as a secondary flavour. It's Seagram's this man, I bought together. Then I wanted to bring in an orange flavour, like the citrus note to represent these oranges. I tried orange juice, I tried everything. I eventually settled with what I think is the most orange thing in the world and the best representation of orange flavour that's ever been brought to life, ever, a melted Calippo. The end of a Calippo. It's thick. Oh yeah.
So if I got a Pedro doll that shook drinks, that's what it looked like. Sit like in a Pedro alarm clock, like.
So for the garnish, I wanted like sort of a mixed variety of garnishes. I looked at some sort of seasonal herbs. I really like Claremont Farm. It's one of my favourite places because of the seasonality of asparagus. It exists for such a short period of time. Do you know what I mean? It's like a Bellini. A Bellini at one point in time would only be available for 12 weeks out of the whole working year, and that's the whole time you could drink it. So people would like go, oh, first Bellini's in. What we have got is lemon balm and thyme. Lemon balm goes really dark, really fast. So we've actually gone for thyme here, and then this is the bit where I'm actually worrying. Brought a Stanley knife with me just in case anything kicked off.
Scouse.
So what we've got here is a orange wedge fist fighting through the crowd to get its job. Oh, sight. On a sort of dock site, a whole fish begging for it.
If you're thinking, is that Dynamo the magician? No, it's not. It's Danny from Mowgli. Silence, please.
Right, first things first. I'm probably more of a Scouse than anyone here, apart from Banks, who's from Highton, but I reckon it's been, might be brown if you're from Highton, but I don't know. No, my drink's called a Scouse from Sling. Right, local ingredients, we've got our mint and our limes for garnish and to be shaken in the drink from Grady Market. Right, so we're starting off, we've got 20ml lime juice. We've got a bit heavy, 15ml sugar syrup, which is made of sugar from Tesco Bold Street.
Scouse.
And then we've got 10ml apricot liqueur, which was from Mowgli. We've got 10ml Havana from the back bar. We've got 30ml chai rum, right, so this chai rum actually made today, yeah, with the tea bags that are literally on strap from Matas till tomorrow. We've got to take them tomorrow. And then we've got...
Scouse is full.
And then we've got 80ml apple juice. Eager. Wait, that's funny, that one. So we've got 8 to 12 mint leaves there. I reckon I've been the quickest here, haven't I? Oh, it's got everywhere already. Double strain. Crushed ice cap, easy. Garnished with sliced lamb, dead easy.
Foreplay here, isn't it?
There we go. Get on that, there you go. That's yours.
Yeah! Get on that! Probably one of the best albums to come out this year. It is The Sounds of Andy J. And this is going to Michelle and Lindsay. It's a bottle of Chivas Regal. So an excellent effort. It was his first comp, and it was Ben. Where's Ben? There you go, Scouser. It's a bottle of Martel VS, and it goes to Zara with a great performance. But there can only be one winner. The judges were arguing for a while, and it was all sorted. They win the Global Scouse Day competition and passport. Tell you what, the winner is Joe Wild. Woo! He wins a night at Hope Street Hotel. He wins tickets to London. Where'd your mum go?
She's got tired, went to bed.
Oh, she's got tired.